Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, in my hands is Bunny Mask, the collection of the miniseries, the four-issue first volume of the series. It's written by Paul Tobin. Andrea Mutti is the artist and colorist. Taylor Esposito is the letterer. All right, how do I describe this? So it's a horror comic, and it starts off with a young girl being kidnapped and this, kind of held. It's hard to describe, but this being that's kind of trapped in a cave, and the cop that rescues the girl and then comes across her years later, and there's this weird supernatural being that's kind of haunting them, all stemming back to this kidnapping. It's out there, it's weird, it's really intriguing and interesting, and if you're a fan of horror, I think you'll like it. There's very much a solid Silence of the Lambs vibe about it for a while. There's really good twists and turns. It's really psychological, because still to this point, I'm not 100% sure that, what we're being presented is true. Maybe there really isn't a supernatural being, and all these people are just kind of hallucinating these events or what they're seeing. It's maybe, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But this is a really interesting horror series that that builds things really well, builds everything up, really in a solid way, and keeps readers on their toes. And what I think I really like about it is when you think the series is going off the rails and veering and going in a really weird direction, it doesn't. It really kind of puts the brakes on it and fakes out the reader in a lot of ways. And I think there's something that's really cool and interesting about that. You're sitting there going how the hell does this tie into everything? And it's just it doesn't. It's just kind of thrown out there, and it's an event that these people have to go through. And I think that's something really cool about that. There's been a lot of comics that I'll call bloat. They have a lot of bloat where, it has a simple concept, and then it kind of adds and adds and adds and adds. And Bunny Mask in many ways teases the bloat, and then right where you think it's going to happen, it doesn't. It goes right back to where it should be, and nails it down, and gets the gets the story right on track and in an interesting direction. As someone I'm not the biggest fan of horror, I do like psychological horror. This series really pulls things off well. There's just this solid vibe about it. Not just the story, but the art as well. It just all comes off in a solid way. It's just a fascinating, I don't know quite how to describe it. You just, if you're a horror fan, and especially psychological horror and kind of haunting horror, this is well worth checking out. There's something that just really hooks me, and hooks me perfectly in it. It's a first volume as well, so it's setting something up. There's also tons of extras in the back. This thing's packed with extras, tons of covers and notes and sketches and all that stuff. Highly recommend. This is out now in comic shops and I think bookstores as well. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, put it, and it'll tell you where a comic shop is. No shop, no problem. We do have links where you can purchase your own copy. They are affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. Speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching as well. If you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.